Welcome back to the Place Book Club. Each month we choose a book to read and then we discuss it with our friends from the Springfield Greene County Library. Vicki Hicks is joining me here today. Hey, Vicki.
Well, thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to have you and to talk about the book that we had for February. It is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. It was so good.
It is, and that's why it was picked for our one read of the community for this year.
It was such a cute read, and it was very quick.
It was. It went very quickly. I also enjoyed just the different perspectives throughout the book.
I did love that because, like, right away, immediately, you got the perspective of the octopus.
Right. And you would have thought, what? This is odd, but he's such a wonderful character.
He is, and it's not like a talking octopus, you know, when he's interacting with humans. He doesn't talk, but we get his internal monologue, which is really cool.
Yes, she did a great job at weaving that through the story and the octopus's interactions with others.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think Marcellus would be like if he was a human being?
I'm thinking stiff, a little formal.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like a wool vest and a jacket, maybe a pipe or something like that. That's how I envision him. But others have different opinions.
I think of him as, like, you know, the movie Grumpy Old Men?
Yes.
I think of him as a little grumpy old man, just kind of like, I'm stuck in this tank again for 1,200 days, and he's just so funny.
He is, and his observations are amazing.
So let's talk about Tova. The whole journey is about her finding out and dealing with grief, and she's finding these other characters along the way, including Cameron and Marcellus. You know, what did you think about that?
I loved the fact that we got to see her perspective, and this is obviously one of those books where every chapter is a different person's perspective, but I liked that in this case, and I grew to love Tova because she was grieving, she was thinking about changing her life, and then the perfect people come into her, or octopus, come into her life at the right time.
You know, I really loved how Shelby wrote this book because she started at the beginning with something with Marcellus where he was talking about octopuses are remarkably bright creatures. And then when she ended the book with his dialogue, he says, humans, for the most part, you are dull and blundering, but occasionally you can be remarkably bright creatures.
What a great way to wrap it up.
It's so cool because that's the name of the book, and that's kind of the whole embodiment of the story.
Absolutely.
So that was Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And we have an exciting event coming up at the library.
We do. The author, Shelby, will actually be with us on March 28th. For a presentation and a conversation in the library. It's going to be at the Library Center, and we're going to clear the floor so that there's room for her to visit and all the patrons that want to meet with her. In addition to that, because it's our one read selection for the month, we have got a ton of activities. We have great presentations. We're partnering with Wonders of Wildlife to do a presentation on octopus. We are also going to have Knit an Octopus. We have some great art projects. We've got some things going on with First Friday Art Walk downtown. So it's a great time to dive into this book, but also to take advantage of a lot of the other activities. We do have our new Bookends, which is our publication of all of our programming, and there's a whole spread on the activities that will be taking place regarding her author visit.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun, and for more information, you guys can go to thelibrary.org.
Or even go further, thelibrary.org/oneread, and you can see all of the specific events about this book.
Sounds great. Well, let's move on to our new book for March. Our pick is going to be Wellness by Nathan Hill. It's a New York Times bestseller and also an Oprah Book Club pick, so you know it's going to be good. It's been described as a witty novel about a modern marriage and the bonds that keep people together, mining the absurdities of contemporary society. Wellness reimagines the love story with a healthy dose of insight, irony, and heart. Doesn't that just make you want to read it?
Absolutely. I love the premise of a couple that meet young in the art scene, and then you fast forward 20 years and see what they're going to be dealing with as a married couple and how their lives change. I brought with me, though, one of the copies of Wellness, and this is a play-away that you can get at the library.
That's so cool.
What it is it is an actual player that has the book loaded. So you can check this out, and all you do is supply the battery and some headphones, and you can listen to just this book. And we've got a lot of bestsellers that are available on Playaways, and so you can just go to any library location to get that, but we also have plenty of copies of Wellness on the shelf.
It kind of reminds me of an MP3 player.
Exactly, that's what it's modeled after. And we have a great circulation on these, so a lot of people really like to use these. So this is just one way that you can enjoy wellness.
I love it. Well, if you guys like to read, be sure to follow me on social media and tell me what you think of the books that we read each month, or if you have any books you'd like us to discuss, we would gladly do so. Vicki, thank you so much. We are so excited to read this book, and happy reading to you.